Hello everybody, Couple 2 here. Welcome back. Let's play Psn Id Favorite Out Part 16. Yeah, you'll love the stupid little fucking edit I did in the last episode. I bet you hate me, don't you? Okay, we're getting back in this 11th day, February the 10th. And this is called Dragon Slay. Now, I honestly have no idea what the fuck it means. I'm not going to try to sound like I know what it means, but I don't know what it means. Fuck me. Artoria. The girl who had just finished her rite of passage would be known by that name from that day on. It was a time of chaos and war. It began with the demise of an empire. An empire believed to be indestructible was only awaiting its destruction at the hands of invading barbarians. To prepare for the war against these barbarians, the empire deprived this island country of any military forces. That was the beginning. Once your country lost the Empire's protection, it could not escape becoming independent, and it broke into smaller countries in no time. The barbarian invasions. Self-destruction strife between clans. A long period of war that would later be called the Dark Ages. She was born into this period as the heir to the throne. It was a long period of chaos. The king believed the Magus's prophecy and yearned for the birth of his appointed successor. But the child that was born was not the one the king desired. The child was not a boy. Which honestly, that's how it worked back then. If you were a woman, you would never be heir to a throne. You'd have to be a guy. Even if the child was fated to become king, he could not make a child that was not a boy his successor. The girl was entrusted to the king's vassals and was raised as a child of a mere knight. The king fell into despair, but the Magus was delighted. The sex of the one who would become king had never mattered. He was confident that the fact of the girl being separated from the castle until the day of the prophecy was proof that she would become king. The girl grew up as a successor under the simple and wise old knight. The old knight did not really believe the Magus's prophecy, and he just felt the same air from the girl as he did from his king, so he felt he must raise her as knight, and he wished her to grow. But the knight did not even have to wish for such a thing, as the girl trained day after day to become stronger than anyone. If only a king can save a rude country headed for death, the girl swore to bear a sword for that reason alone, without ever being told so. So the day of the prophecy arrived. Knights and lords from around the country gathered to be selected as the king. Every one of them expected the selection to be through jousting, if the most superior one was to become king. But the only thing prepared at the place of the selection was a naked sword stuck in a stone. I'm going to probably put my phone on silent, or else that's going to be interesting. Silent. On the hilt of the sword was a golden inscription. Whose sir pulleth out this sword of the stone is right wise king born of England. Many knights grabbed the sword following that command. But no one was able to pull the sword out, and the kings began the expected method of selecting by jousting. As the girl was only an apprentice, she was not qualified to joust. The girl neared the deserted stone of selection and reached out for the sword without hesitation. When she turned around, before her was the most feared Magus in the country. The Magus said that she would no longer be human once she took a hold of the sword. The girl only responded with a nod. Becoming a king means no longer being human. She was prepared for that ever since she was born. In short, a king is someone who kills everyone to protect everyone. The young girl thought about it every night and shuddered until morning came. No day passed that she did not fear that fact. But the girl said that it would end this day. The sword was pulled out as if it was only natural to do so, and the place was filled with light. In that instant, she became something not human. The king's gender does not matter. I just dropped food. No one will care about the king's appearance or even notice if it is the king acts like the king. Well, if the king does that. Okay. Even if everyone noticed that the king was female, there would be no problem if she was a good king. Perhaps because of the sword's magic, the girl's growth stopped at that time as well. Many knights feared it as ominous, but most of them praised their master's immortality as divine. And thus, the time of the king who would become a legend started. The battles of the new king were intended the acts of a god of war, were indeed the acts. The king always led from the front. No enemies could stand in her way. Artoria, the god of war. There was no defeat for a body admired as a dragon in human form. For 10 years and 12 battles, she knew only victory. Those were the days she ran through as the king. She never turned back and was never disgraced. She was raised as a king and fulfilled her obligations as the king. Is that why I saw such a figure? Her soul must still be on the battlefield. Before daybreak, resting her body in the wind under the indigo blue sky, she just gazes into the distance. The sky is high, and the clouds are flowing fast. Under the clear air, she is looking at the great army she must face with her sword in hand. That figure is burned in and will not go away. She and her sword are one. The sword from the stone that chose the king. I think the brilliance of that sword that selected her fate is also her brilliance. But I wonder in the dream. That sword is different from the one that she had. It is similar, but different. The one she used last night is different from this sword. So, how did she lose such a fine sword? I'm gonna eat because I'm a fat fuck. Or maybe I won't. Probably won't. When I wake up, I'm in my room. It's light outside. I guess I fell asleep after coming back to my room, unable to make a decision. It was a strange dream. Events I shouldn't know about, things I don't know about Saber. Is it possible for me to dream about them? Oh, that's some good water. I vaguely think. Saber's true identity that was hidden. To be honest, I still can't accept who she is. Saber is just Saber. I can't change my attitude just because I know who she was before. I don't think Saber would want that either. The sword from yesterday suited her, but the sword in my dream also suited her. No, you could say I was fascinated. With yesterday's sword and the sword in my dream, it seems I fall for swords easily. But what would you call someone who's sexually attracted to swords? I don't know. I asked if I thought Lancer's lance is beautiful when I saw it, but my interest in swords is exceptional. It seems I'm easily attracted to swords. I take a deep breath and reach up to my sweaty face. I wipe the sweat off my forehead. Even though it's winter, my body is burning. It feels like my blood is getting hotter, and I feel restless. My body has been strangely hot. The hand that bears the command spell is hot as if it's holding a pocket heater. I take a deep breath to try to calm myself. Saber's not woken up even once since last night. Yeah, because all her magical energy's gone. But it still seems like she's getting better. Her breathing is calm now, and there's no sign she is gasping in pain. Saber is sleeping peacefully. This is an everyday morning scene. If I let her sleep like this, she might get back to normal. Then there'll be no need to have her kill people. Then, just like now, Saber will be with me and... I hit the wall. I'm so weak it makes me sick. I get up, trying not to make a sound. I don't know when Saber will wake up, but I have to make a decision before she does. Feels like I must still be asleep. There's no energy in the house, and it feels like it's abandoned. No, I'm just depressed. I can't decide, so I'm wandering around in a gray state, and that causes the world to be vague. I hear something cut through the air. I remember that sound. Yeah. I don't feel like cooking breakfast right now, so I'll take a walk and check it out. It's much colder than usual outside. It must be really cold if my burning body feels it. It's so cold that it might snow. The sound is coming periodically. Across the yard, breathing out white puffs. He's there in front of the shed. I guess I kinda knew he would be here, so I wasn't surprised. He must have been shooting arrows until now. Acha! You haven't done anything this route so far! What the fuck's on my cute orca? He lowers his bow in displeasure as soon as he sees me. He doesn't need to tell me that. The sound is Archer's bowstring cutting through the air. I don't know why, but Archer isn't using any arrows, but only pulling his bow. He curls his lips offensively. As I thought, I can't get along with him. Honestly, it's good that he healed now because Saber is completely out of commission. I see. His heal now, then that means Tosaka should return to war. I turn away. Since Tosaka and Archer are rejoining the battle, I must make a decision. I have to think seriously somewhere I can be alone. Certainly. There are 8 movements in archery called the 8 stages of shooting. The last ones, the follow through, is a state that comes after shooting an arrow, but... This statement makes my heart jump. That's certainly...
その結果を受け入れるための心構えではなかったか。
分かってる。要するに最後まで見届けろって言いたいんだろう、お前は。
そういうことだ。セイバーのことは聞いた。彼女がこのような状態になるのは初めから分かっていたことだろう。魔力の提供もなしで戦っていればいつかは消える。それはもう決まっていたことだ。ならば
All that's left is to accept the result. Is he saying that no matter what happens to Saber because of my decisions, all I can do is see through what happens? I turn my back to Archer. I will leave this guy once and for all.
それともう一つ、気がついていないようだから教えておこう。
I hear a voice behind. Oh, yawning. I hear a voice behind me.
セイバーはな、宝具を使えば自分が消えると分かっていたはずだ。彼女はおそらく最後まで宝具を使う気はなかったのだろう。
The usual offensive tone isn't present in his voice.
にもかかわらず宝具を使った理由は一つ。セイバーは自身が消えることよりお前を守ることを選んだのだ。それを決して忘れるな。
His voice holds only honest sincerity. Ooh, status and weapon screen. Where are we going? Oh. Let's go check this out. Status. Would it be on Saber? True name Artoria. Ooh. King Arthur. Okay, so we got all... I'm pretty sure we completed... I don't know if we did. But we got pretty good on a lot... Well, we got a lot of information on Saber. What does it mean, wise up? I don't know. We don't know anything about Archer. So let's go to the weapon screen. His bow is probably going to be there most likely. Ooh, Caliburn. Did I read this? Okay. No, I don't think I did. A holy sword that symbolizes England's King of Knights, King Arthur. It is a symbol of a king, pulled out from a chosen stone under the guidance of Magus Merlin. It is a different sword from the one granted by the Fairy of the Lake, and its characteristics as a noble phantasm differ. But it seems Saber is more attached to this holy sword. Since a sword is a symbol of power, a sword carried by a king usually ends up being degraded to the status of an ornament covered by decorations. This is the biggest difference between Excalibur and Caliburn. In exchange for being a beautiful sword, its effectiveness of a weapon does not match that of Excalibur. In the legend, it is said to have broke when King Arthur fought in battle going against the principles of chivalry. Okay. The park is empty as usual. Maybe it helps that it's colder today than usual. There's no one around, and it looks like I'm the other one out at this time. I sit on the bench sluggishly. I came to a deserted place as I wished to. Now that I'm here, I must decide what to do. There are no choices that allow me to postpone the problem. If I am to end the Holy Grail War by defeating other masters, I need Saber to stay. No, even without that, I don't want her to disappear. But that means having Saber attack people, like Ryder did. There's no way I can do that. Making Saber do such a thing would be like telling her to die. First of all, Saber would surely refuse. But when I hang my head, I see my left hand. I have 2 command spells left. If I use one, I can force Saber to follow my command. I bite my lip and discard the ridiculous thought. I don't know how long I remain slumped on this bench. But just as my fingers start to tremble from the cold. Hey, Leah! I'm suddenly called.
Ilya, お前また一人でこんなところまでやってきたのか。危ないぞ。どこにマスターの目が光ってるか。
As I start to say that, I'm amazed at my stupidity. Ilya is a master too. I shouldn't be worrying about this. And anyway, aren't we enemies?
悪い。今はイリアと話をする余裕がないんだ。せっかく会えたけど話し相手になってやれない。今日は冷えるし帰った方がいいぞ。
Sitting down on the bench, I dismiss Ilya. There are things I need to talk to her about, but I have my hands full with Saber right now. What's going on? Ilya doesn't say anything, and she just stares at me as if I'm a stranger.
イリア。いや別にお前を邪険にしてるんじゃないんだ。今はちょっといろいろと立て込んでいて。
知ってるわ。セイバーが消えかけてるんでしょ。それでシローはどうしようかって考えてるのよね。
Suddenly, the girl in front of me says this coldly as if she is someone else.
イリア。
そんなことで悩むなんてバカみたい。シローがそんなだからライダーのマスターにも逃げられたのよ。負けたやつなんて殺しちゃえばいいだけなのに。
I move my legs. I know it's bad to stay sitting down, so I put my power in them to stand up. But my body does not move, as if entranced by Ilya.
イリア。お前なんでそんなこと。
言うまでもないでしょ。昨日の夜ね、私もあのビルにいただけよ。もっともさすがにビルの中で様子を見てるしかなかったけど。
I try to move my arms and legs, but they won't move at all. No, it feels like they're stiffening the more power I put into them. It's those eyes. Looking into Ilya's red eyes is making my body go numb and...
あ、もう金縛りになったんだ。シロったら守りも何もないんだもの。一人でいれば簡単に捕まえられるって思ったけど、こんなに簡単に行くなんて可愛いな。
イリア。
無駄だよお兄ちゃん。そうなったらもう動けないわ。もうじき声も出なくなるけど心配しなくていいよ。私もね、今日はお話をしに来たわけじゃないもの。
Murderous intent mixes into Ilya's gaze. This is the same Ilya as that night, when she was the master of Berserker.
俺をここで殺すつもりか。
Gritting my teeth, I gather all my strength. But I can't even twitch my fingers. Every nerve in my body is wrapped by Ilya's stare.
うん。だってもうマスターでいてもしょうがないでしょ。セイバーが消えたらシローは一人きりだもの。いつまでもマスターにさせてられないわ。戦う手段がなくなったシローなんて簡単に殺せるんだから。
Ilya raises her hand. Her white slender fingers touch my chest. Whoa, well, that's fucking
他の人に
terrifying.
殺される前に見つけられてよかった。それじゃあおやすみなさいお兄ちゃん。どうせセイバーも消えるんだから早い方がすっきりするでしょ。
My vision fades. Sensation in my limbs is already gone, and now my vision is gone as well. How long has it been since I fell into this darkness? While I wonder whether or not I'm dead, my consciousness fades away. Gonna have more PTSD? My body's burning. Even though my consciousness is deep in the darkness, my burning body is appealing that I'm alive. I see. I guess I'm alive then. But even if that is the case, that's only for a moment. Ilya said it too.
戦う手段のないシローなんて簡単に殺せるんだから。
She's right. I can't fight at all without Saber. The Holy Grail War is a battle between servants. I cannot possibly match one of those servants. That fact has been proven many times already. It was a merciless beating. As Saber said, my battle against a servant is to survive. I couldn't even do that. I was cut all over my body, and on top of that, thrown to the ground from a third-floor window. I only survived because of an abnormality in my body that I don't even understand. The fact is so vexing that it makes me mad. I could not stop the disaster occurring around me just because the one in front of me was unbeatable. Even though I chose to fight as a master to stop people getting hurt, but I could not protect them. It pisses me off. The superhero I've admired since childhood always has to win, or it's meaningless. My body is burning. My whole body is demanding that I must win. But I don't have any means of winning, nor a way to fight. How would I be able to fight? I don't have the skills to fight alongside Saber without being a burden to her.
それも間違いだ。エミやシロは格闘には向かない。お前の戦いは精神の戦い。己との戦いであるべきだからだ。
Suddenly, I remember the back of the man who said those words.
戦いになれば、エミやシロに勝ち目などない。お前のスキルでは何をやってもサーバントには通じない。
I know. Ah, why am I yawning so much? It's only 2. I realize that more now than what? I realize that more than ever now.
ならば、せめてイメージしろ。現実で叶わない相手なら、想像の中で勝て。自身が勝てないのなら、勝てるものを幻想しろ。
He doesn't need to tell me something I already know. If I'm going to win, it'll only be in my head. But what could I win with? I can't imagine myself beating a servant. I can't handily deceive myself, and an image created by deceiving myself would be full of flaws. There's no way I would be able to match a servant, a first-class illusion, with such a third-rate image. So, what will I be able to beat? And what will I beat it with? I'm searching for the answer to that question. Searching for the answer even now. Golden sword. It's a sword for her alone. I do not want it myself. It's just beautiful. I just want to hold it in my hands, if it's permitted. Jeez, it's a bad habit for an amateur magus. Since all I can do is examine the contents, I can see such dream as suitable for my position. But if this is a dream, I should be allowed to at least think about it. First, I assume the basic structure and reproduce the composing material. Oh, the basic form when I use the strengthening magic isn't enough as I thought. Strengthening is changing something that's already there, so it's meaningless for something that isn't there at all. So if I had to remember that sword, I have to put more effort into it. It's well before the basics. It's the process full of waste that I came up with before Kirisugu taught me how to use the strengthening magic. It was... How is it supposed to take shape? Long ass fucking ellipses. Oh. Holy shit. That is a lot of ellipses. When I come to, I'm in a ridiculous place. This isn't just some place I have never seen before. It has a bed with a gorgeous canopy and a long carpet that makes it look like you can sink to your ankles. A stone fireplace that is not just decorative, but actually functional. The patterns on the wall aren't just wallpaper, as they're actually engraved. Holy shit. I'm used to mansions like Shinji's house, but this is on a different level. It's embarrassing to say, but this is like a castle you'd read about in fairy tales. My mind almost falls unconscious. My body is strangely heavy. Is my blood circulating poorly? I feel like I'll fall asleep again if I let my guard down. I try to remember with my hazy mind. Oh yeah. I was bound by Ilya and lost consciousness.
イリアに捕まったってことか。
No one is in the room. My body feels heavy, but it seems I could at least raise my arm.
縛られてるぞ、俺。
My dazed mind instantly awakens. Realizing the danger I'm in, I study my situation first.
椅子に座らされて手を後ろに回されてるのか。これは手錠じゃないよな。縄で手首を縛ってるだけか。
I'm not in the worst condition, but it makes no difference to the fact that I cannot move. My body is still numb, and I can't even get up with my hands tied.
あれからどれぐらい経ってるんだ。時計はないか、やっぱり。
There's no clock in the room. The window is behind me. I turn around as much as I can, but the curtain is draped over it, so I can't quite tell what's outside. But the sun has already set outside. I met Ilya in the morning, so that means at least half a day has passed. I can't be doing this now. I don't know where I am, but I have to go home to Saber as quickly as I can. Saber is weakening. I can't trouble her by letting her know I've been kidnapped. I pull at my hands. Even if I am to run away, I have to do something about the rope tied behind my back first. The door opens. I release my power at the same moment as she walks in.
あ、やっと起きたんだ。おはよう、お兄ちゃん。体は大丈夫？
Ilya is acting totally different from before. Her cold eyes are gone, and the Ilya before me is the white girl who was talking to me in the park the other day.
どうしたの？なんか元気ないけど、まだ体は動かない？おかしいな。そろそろ声ぐらいは出せるはずなんだけど。
She looks at me, tilting her head. It looks like she's just worried about me.
大丈夫だ。声は出るし、頭の方も自分が捕まってるってわかる程度にははっきりしてる。
I glare at Ilya.
何よ、不満なの？捕まえた敵はね、本当は地下牢に入れておくものなんだよ。けど、それじゃシローがかわいそうだから、特別に私の部屋に連れてきてあげたのに。
I don't know if I should be thankful or not. But anyway, I'm starting to understand the situation I'm in.
なんとなく状況は分かった。俺は捕まって、ここはイリアの住処ってわけか。
I say so sharply, killing my emotions. As long as I don't know the full details of the situation, I should listen for now.
そうだよ。前に言ったでしょ。私は森の後ろに住んでるんだって。ここは樹海の中の城で、周りには何もないわ。シローが住んでる町まで車で何時間もかかるんだもの。助けになんて来るはずもないし、絶対に邪魔も入らない。
そうか。それは分かったけど、なんだってそんなことをしたんだ。俺を殺すんなら、あの公園でできたじゃないか。
なんで？私、シローを殺す気なんてないよ。シローは私のだもん。他のマスターは殺すけど、シローは特別。だから誰も邪魔が入らないように、シローをここに閉じ込めたの。
I automatically lean back. Ilya puts her face close to mine, as if not caring about my feelings.
イリア、ちょっと。
I know it's indiscreet, but my heart's beating fast from the weight of Ilya on my legs. Even though she's not heavy, she feels so alive that I can't think straight.
やっぱりシローは特別。ねえ、私のサーバントになってみない？シローが私のサーバントになってくれるなら、もう殺さなくて済むわ。シローがうんって言ってくれれば、それでシローだけは助けてあげるよ。
This is nothing half-hearted. Ilya's words are so pure that I won't be able to take it back if I nod. And if I do betray her, all her purity would probably turn into hatred. With Ilya so close to me, my confused mind freezes. This isn't just that she likes me. Ilya's question is asking me if I want to live or die.
考えるまでもないでしょ。シローにはもうセイバーはいないんだもの。 戦う手段なんてないわ。ならマスターでいてもしょうがないじゃない。
違う。セイバーはまだ消えていない。そんなことさせるもんか。
けどそんな状態じゃ簡単に殺されちゃうよ。いいからシロはここにいればいいの。シロがずっとそばにいてくれるなら私もずっとシロを守ってあげる。
Ilya snuggles up to me. I don't have the freedom to push her away. I don't know what will happen if I disobey her, but I can still nod to Ilya's words.
ダメだ。離れるんだ、イリア。どんなに言われても俺は。
Ilya puts her finger up to my mouth. She smiles and looks at my bewildered face.
もう分かってないんだから。いい？今のシロはカゴの中の小鳥なのよ。生かすも殺すも私の自由なんだから、あんまり私を怒らせるようなことは言っちゃダメ。10年も待ったんだもの。ここでシロを簡単に殺しちゃうなんて、そんなのつまらないでしょ。
Her voice sounds like a girl who wants a toy. I gasped, sensing a cruelty that sends a chill up my spine.
これで最後だよ、お兄ちゃん。もう一度だけ聞いてあげる。
Her eyes are full of hope.
シロ、私のものになりなさい。
You worded that fairly weirdly. Ilya says so as if allowing no refusal. I have to nod for now. Oh, fuck, I might get a bad end. Ooh. I mean, I have to listen to the lolly, but I can't, because, yes, she is cute and all that. She is pretty much a little girl, but she also is like a full-grown adult in the fact that she could fucking murder me and not even care. But if we nod, well, I'm not more so concerned with what happens if we do. I'm more concerned with what happens if we don't. I mean, I did just save, so we could always just... let's not do it. I don't even need to think about it. And it can only take so much. Why does everyone think that Saber is disappearing? Saber won't disappear, and I'm going to fight with her until the very end. I can't undermine that oath with something like this.
イリア、お前の言うことは聞けない。俺にはセイバーがいる。セイバーが残っている限り、マスターとして戦うだけだ。
I hear a gasp. Her red eyes open for an instant, like rigor mortis.
そう。あなたまで私を裏切るのね、シロ。
Ilya backs away. I just killed Shiro. I'm so sorry. The girl looks down at me, not getting upset.
いいわ。シロが私の言うことを聞かないなら、今まで見逃してあげたけど、それもこれでおしまいなんだから。
Ilya's voice is filled with murderous intent. I feel an ominous tone to it.
待っていなさい。すぐに用を済ませてくるから。
God damn it, I just killed him.
待て、何をするつもりだ、イリア。
何って、セイバーとリンを殺しに行くの。二人を殺してくれば、シロも少しは後悔するでしょ。
バカなことを言うな。セイバーもトウサカも関係ない。俺は自分だけの都合でイリアとはいられないって言ってるんだ。
そうなの？けど二人は殺すわ。それが終わったら次はシロの番よ。私のものにならないのならシロなんていらないもの。
She starts to go. She's serious. She's going to kill Saber and Tosaka.
やめろ、イリア。セイバーもトウサカも関係ないだろ。捕まってるのは俺なんだから。憎いって言うなら俺だけにしろ。二人を殺す理由なんてない。
理由はあるわ。私以外のマスターは生かしておけないもの。それが聖杯戦争でしょ。
バカ、簡単に人を殺すなんて言うな。お前にはそんなの似合わない。イリアはまだ子供なんだから、そんな真似だけはしちゃダメだ。
After looking at me in amazement.
残念ね。私はもうマスターを殺してるんだよ、お兄ちゃん。
Ilya says so with a cheerful face.
もっとも、それは昨日の話だけど、予想外といえば予想外だったかな。私、あいつはお兄ちゃんが手を下すって思ってた。
I'm kind of sad that we didn't. Whoa, what did I do? What did I? I'm kind of sad we didn't get to do it, but she killed Shinji. At that moment, to my surprise, I clearly understand what she's talking about. Ilya said she was in that building last night. So, wasn't the master fleeing in front of her the perfect prey?
ごめんね。シローがやらないから私がやっちゃった。本当は横取りって好きじゃないんだけど。
She doesn't sound guilty at all. For Ilya, it must have been nothing at all. That makes me realize. No, I should have known the last time I met her. This girl has no sense of good and evil. If the girl laughing innocently is Ilya, the girl laughing mercilessly is also Ilya. It's not like a devil and an angel are in her at the same time. Just that Ilya is a devil called an angel.
それじゃあ行ってくるわ。帰ってきたらシローの番なんだから、せいぜい逃げ出す努力でもしていなさい。もっとも、カゴから逃げ出せないから、小鳥は小鳥なの。お兄ちゃんじゃ、この鳥カゴからは出られないでしょうけど。
Ilya leaves the room. What she says is true. As she doesn't understand threats or haggling, everything she says is true. So I can't stay here forever. I have to escape and meet up with Saber before Ilya attacks her. I shake my body and try to loosen the ropes. She really must think I can't escape as there's no one in the room. I can't get out of these ropes by myself if there's no one keeping watch, but... Not working well enough. Even though I can move, my limbs are heavy as steel, and just moving them will run me out of breath. F5 does not contain... Can I quick save? That's just escape. Hold on, I'm figuring this out. Huh. Oh, what the fuck? Some of my keys are all grody and shit. I don't have to clean this. Oh, god damn it. Certainly I can't move. Even if I get the rope off, I won't be able to escape if my body won't move to my satisfaction. It must be what they call the mystic eyes. They say a superior magist has to intervene magically with the target just by looking into their eyes. The common form of the mystic eyes is binding, so this must be something like that. As eyes perceive visual information, their disadvantage is that they are weak against suggestion. Therefore, magists usually cast some protection over their eyes to shut out others' magical energy. Well, they're just mystic eyes that are acquired with the use of magic. But I hear that monsters born with such eyes don't even need to look at the eyes of their target. These people exhibit the ability just by looking, but I hear such powers are rare. So, fortunately, it doesn't seem like Ilya's mystic eyes are the special kind. It's just an intervention, sending her magical energy into my body. And there's no way to dispel myself. I can't move my body because Ilya's magical energy is invading my nerves. So if I remove that magical energy, I will be able to move again. Closing my eyes and concentrate on the inside of my body. I don't have the skills to detect or remove someone's magical energy from within me. But such skills are unnecessary if the magical energy is not rooted in my body. If Ilya's magical energy is stagnant in my body, all I have to do is channel strong magical energy through me and push it out.
乱暴なやり方だけど、あいにくそんなことしかできないんだ。
I apologize to my body as some consolation. All I have to do now is my daily routine. The ritual where I drive in a nerve into my back. Wait, the ritual where I drive in a nerve into... Okay, no, that makes sense. No, that's not that anymore. It's not that anymore. I just don't need to make a new one now. I can just push a switch inside of me. I don't have to make a magic circuit inside me, as I just have to switch my nerves into a magic circuit. I cast a spell that's to suggest myself. Spells do not do anything to the world. There's only something that one casts on oneself as if intervening with the world. Words are the best way to make your body transform. An order that only works on the self to create a divine mystery, or a very simple magic called spell. My circulation speeds up. My blood gains power. My body turns into a device for pumping magical energy. It must be an assistance from the jewel Tosaka made me swallow. The creation of magical energy that usually takes me an hour now only takes an instant. I do not even need to push the switch. I can just let the magical energy circulate and let my hands go. Well, I say push the switch, but I still haven't figured out where the switch thing is. The heat goes wild. Calmly controlling my speeding heartbeat, I let my hands go from the spinning cord. Blood spills out of my mouth. Some vein must have been cut or something must have ripped inside me. I channel enough magical energy to wash out the mud inside of me, so it's fortunate if I only ended up coughing up blood. And to add, I don't feel any pain. It's an abnormality I don't understand, but I'm just happy to have it at times like this. It's my greatest and only strength for any wounds to heal if they're not fatal. But I should be careful of is relying on it. Yeah, don't. Because the cause is unknown, if I get myself injured relying on the healing might go away the next time. So I shouldn't rely on such a vague miracle. I loosened the rope. My wrists are bruised, but my hands weren't tied tightly. I do not think that Ilya tied me up, but it wasn't tied too tightly. First of all, Ilya wouldn't be able to carry me here. Is there someone other than Ilya who isn't too strong? I get up from the chair with a stupid remark. It's good that I can move freely now, but it seems the movement was too violent. I don't have any wounds, but the magical energy is still raging inside of me. Just moving caused my body to be pummeled from the inside. It must be the pain. Dizziness and nausea assail me, and my limbs are senseless. I won't be able to get back home before Ilya like this. I slapped my cheeks and started walking. As I start to lean on the wall and head to the door, I hear a sound on the other side of the wall. Footsteps. A few of them too. These people, approaching while talking, stop in front of the door. There's no time to hide. I have to fight. I'll make the first move when the door opens. I'm in no condition to fight. How about the bed? Obviously sitting in the chair is not gonna work. Here, let's just fight. The one who moves first will win, so I have to fight. It is too late to hide now, and I don't have time to waste. I have to get out of here as quickly as possible and go home to Saber. The door opens. Standing with my back to the wall by the door, I ready myself for the patrol entering the room. The patrol just opens the doors and does not enter the room. Hold on. You can see the chair from the entrance. Since I'm not tied to that chair anymore, won't they figure out the situation from that? This is bad. If they call for people right now, it'll be harder to escape. I'll just have to go out myself and beat the patrol. I jump from the wall to the door, and the patrol must have known I was hiding as they enter the room as soon as I jump out. I can't stop now. Whoever it is, I'll just beat them and leave the room. My body stops dead. My mind goes blank. The person that I must go and save is standing right in front of me.
Saber! どうしてここに?
どうしてなんてそんなことは言うまでもないでしょ。 サーバントがマスターを守るのに理由はいりません。シローが囚われたのなら助けに来るのは当然ではないですか。
いや、だからどうして俺が捕まったって知ってるんだよ。いや、そんなことよりどうしてここにいるんだセイバー。ここはイリアの隠れ家だぞ。今のセイバーが近寄っていい場所じゃない。
それは私のセリフです。あなたこそ何をやっていたのですか。一人で行動するなどあれほど言っていたのに、やすやすとイリアスピールに拉致され、このような場所に監禁されるなんて。シローはマスター失格です。この件については何らかの謝罪をしてもらわなければ気が済みません。
確かにそれは軽率だったけど、どうしてセイバーがここにいるんだ。セイバー満足に動けないんだろ。だっていうのにイリアの本拠地に来るなんて何考えてるんだ。
あなたこそ何を考えているのです。サーバントはマスターを守る者。シローが囚われたのですから、イリアスピールの本拠地だろうと関係はありません。
Saber speaks clearly. Her figure is just as it was before. It's different from the figure sleeping, weak and in pain.
シロー、どうしたのです。急に黙り込んで。やはり捕まっている間に傷を負ったのですか。
いや、そうじゃない。俺のことはいいんだ。それよりセイバーこそ元気そうでよかった。
I really regained my peace of mind. I'm surprised Saber's here, but I'm happy she's back to normal. It's just selfish prejudice. But I think Saber is meant to act like this.
すまなかったな、セイバー。事情はよくわからないけど、俺を助けに来てくれたんだろ。
はい。サーバントとしてマスターを救うのは当然ですから。
ありがとう。お前が来てくれて本当に助かった。
I'm glad. There's no problem now. All that's left is to escape with Saber and... Hey, why can't I see Tosaka?
トサカ。
Is she really seriously there? Tosaka is like everywhere. Like legitimately everywhere.
思ったより元気そうじゃない。これじゃあ私たちが出向く必要もなかったかしら。
だからそう言っただろ、リン。エミやシロなど放っておけと。
Yay, they're actually making Archer do stuff.
この手の男はな、周りに迷惑をかけるだけかけて、自分だけは生き延びるのだ。今回のはいい機会だった。見捨てておけば勝手に死んでくれたものを。
聞き捨てなりません、アーチャー。助力を頼んだのは私ですが、あなたにシロを侮辱する権利などないはずです。
Dude, just let him do whatever he wants. He can whip your ass right now.
いざ主が助かればそれか。マスターもマスターなら、サーバントもサーバントだ。協力者に対するありがたみなどないようだな。まあ、いずれ戦う身だ。情など持たれない方がやりやすくはあるが。
They really hate each other, and I love it. Saber falls silent as if he hit a sore spot. This guy. Does he not get along with Saber either?
そこまでよ。今がどんな状況なのか忘れてるわけじゃないでしょうね、あーちゃん。おしゃべりなんてしてる暇はないわ。イリアスフィールが戻ってくる前に撤退しないと。
ちょっと待ってくれ。トサカたちはここがイリアの住みかだって知っててきたのか。いや、そもそも。
Ilya went out intending to kill them. Then, does that mean Ilya and Tosaka missed each other?
助かった。今頃イリアはうちに向かってると思う。トサカたちがここに来てくれなかったら、イリアと戦う羽目になってた。
ええ、そうみたいね。イリアとバーサーカーが外に出たのは確認したわ。まあ、そうでもなければこんなところまで忍び込まないけど。
I see. Tosaka took such drastic measures because she knew Ilya went outside. She's as direct as ever, but that turned out for the best this time.
とにかく話は後よ。ここがアインツベルンのアジトって分かった時は覚悟してきたけど、合わないんならそれに越したことはないでしょ。 セイバーがそんな調子じゃバーサーカーには太刀打ちできないしね。
Tosaka steps between me and Saber.
父さがセイバーがそんな調子ってどこがだよ。顔色もいいし、もう以前のセイバーじゃないか。
あなたね、そんな都合のいい話があるわけないでしょ。セイバーは全く回復してないわ。立っているだけが精一杯って見てわからない？
リン、それは黙っていると約束したはずです。
悪いわね、そんなの破棄よ。黙っていてもマイナスなだけだし、そもそも隠し通せる問題じゃないわ。
I mean, he probably wouldn't have noticed. He's so dense.
それはそうですが、しかし
She hesitates painfully. That makes me realize that her condition is not improved at all.
セイバー、今の話は本当なのか？
はい、リンの言うことは正しい。恥ずかしい話ですが、今の私ではセイバーとして戦うことはできません。できることといえばシローの盾になることぐらいでしょうか。
そんなことだろうと思ったわ。武装もできないぐらい弱ってるくせに一緒に行くって聞かないんだもの。戦えない代わりにマスターをかばおうとでも思ったんでしょ。
My breathing stops. What is that? She's so weak she can't arm herself? What ridiculous thing is she saying about being my shield?
すまないシロー。このような体ではサーバント失格だとは分かっていますが、それでも盾の役割はできます。
That's it. Why do you always think such stupid things?
ふざけんな。そんなの不服に決まってるだろ。父さか、お前なんだってセイバーを連れてきたんだ。今は俺のことよりセイバーの方がずっと大事だって分かってたんじゃないのか。
何よ、私だって反対したわよ。けどセイバーはどうしてもって聞かないし、そもそもセイバーじゃないとあんたの居場所は分からなかったわ。危険なのは百も承知だけど、それでもセイバーは必要だったの。
お前それでも。
I start to yell that she shouldn't have brought her, but I stop myself. I'm in no position to criticize Tosaka. The root of all this was me getting captured. Tosaka and Saber just did what they thought was right.
口喧嘩も結構だがな。今はそこまでにしておけ、リン。マスターならば自分の住処の異常には敏感だろう。悠長に説明している暇はないぞ。
そうね、イリアスフィールのやつ、今頃慌てて戻ってきている頃だものね。いいわ、話は後にしてあげる。今はこの城から出ることが先決よ。それでいいわね、城。
シロー、私たちも。
いやけど。
If Saber's like if Saber's like she was last night, isn't it difficult for her to even walk? Can't let Saber push herself if she's in that state.
まったく、どうやら私も甘く見られたものですね。
セイバー、
いくら魔力が尽きているとはいえ、今でもシローよりは戦えます。私から見ればシローの方こそ消えてしまいそうで怖い。リンは気がついていないようですが、体内の魔力が乱れているのではないですか。
いやけどこんなのは大したことじゃない。我慢すれば持ちこたえられる程度だ。俺は全然大丈夫だぞ、本当。
では私もシローと同じです。苦しいですが我慢しきれないものではありません。突然のことで状況がつかめないと思いますが、今はリンに従いましょう。話をするのならそれは家に帰ってからです。
Saber urges me forward. Jeez. Can't even worry if she says so with such an expression.
そうだな。話したいことは山ほどあるけど、それは無事に帰ってからにする。
Yes, about Saber's body, and thanking her for coming to save me. That dream is not something I should ask her about right now.
よし、行こう、セイバー。
Nodding, I move my body earnestly. I sweat with each step, but I can't complain. Sarah came all the way here with her weakened body. As soon as we leave the room, I gasp. Is this a hallway? In the museum-like hallway, I guess this building is really big.
ちょっと見とれてる場合じゃないわよ。この城から出ても外は一面樹海なんだから急がないと朝になるわ。
一面の樹海？じゃあここ本当に山の中なのか？宮山町から車で何時間っていうあの樹海？
そう、アインツベルンの隠し城よ。この城から出た後、何時間もかけて森を抜けなくちゃならないの。今は夜だし、朝日が昇るまでには森を抜けるわよ。
Susaka runs down the hallway without hesitation. I guess she's heading back to the back entrance she snuck in through.
今が夜なのは知ってたけど、一体どのぐらい捕まってたんだ、俺は。
I thought it was only half a day, but it might have been longer.
シローがイリアスフィールに囚われたのは朝方でしょ。
So he was right.
それから半日が経過しています。日付は変わってしまいましたから、形の上では丸一日囚われていたことになりますね。
Technically. Right? Yeah, technically only a few hours left.
そうか。面目ない。
いいえ、そのようなことはありません。イリアスフィールに捕まってこれだけの時間が過ぎたというのに、シロは無事でした。体は囚われの身でも心では負けなかった証ではないですか。
それはそうかもしれないけど。
ええ、イリアスフィールは少女に見えてもアインツベルンの魔術師です。もし彼女に屈していたのなら、シローはシローではなくなっていたでしょう。私とてその可能性を考慮しなかったわけではありません。最悪あなたは死んでいるものと覚悟してこの城に足を踏み入れたのです。だからここでシローと再会できてよかった。マスターが無事な姿を見せているのですから、私も負けるわけにはいきません。
Saber says so with a faint smile. I feel the same way. I was so worried, wondering whether Saber was alright.
ちょっとやる気あるのかっていうのよ。
Jesus Christ, that face. She doesn't even have a nose.
もたもたしてると本気で先に行くからね。
Tosaka yells at us from the corner ahead.
やば、話してる場合じゃなかった。急ごう、セイバー。
I run, urging Saber on as well. Every step brings unpleasantness and pain as if boiling water is poured into my veins. But I can run if I grit my teeth. Forcing my aching body to move, I follow Tosaka. Saber's running behind me as if escorting a sick person. She must be in pain. She's acting firm, but Saber is in no condition to move properly.
セイバー、苦しかったら。
I stop myself from asking her if she needs a hand. If I said that Saber would stubbornly try to run on her own, I should just watch for now. If Saber looks tired enough that she can't make excuses, I can carry her then. Yeah, but your body is in pain too, so I don't think you'd be able to carry her. Saber is really troublesome. This stubborn girl won't rest unless I do something that forceful. And so, following Kosaka's lead, we reach the exit of the castle.
出口って、ここ入り口じゃないのか、遠坂。
何当たり前のこと言ってるのよ。玄関っていうのはそういうものでしょ。入る時も出る時もここが一番手っ取り早いんだから。
Tosaka runs down the stairs. Well, I'm in no position to complain. Saber and I descend the stairs into the hall. I guess this is the lobby. So that must mean we'll be outside if we go through that large door at the end.
よし、ここまで来たら大丈夫。問題は森に出てからだけど、まあ夜だし闇に乗じて国道まで出られるかな。イリアスフィールが戻ってきてシロがいないって気づいたところで後の祭りよ。あいつが帰ってくる頃には朝になっちゃってるしね。何よシロ、その顔いかにも服そうだけど。
いや、別に。遠坂は大物だなって再確認してただけだ。
変なところでおかしな確認するのね、あなた。
Like entering the enemy's base on the main entrance and the way she's acting so confidently?
まあいいわ。とにかく外に出ましょう。帰り道は覚えているから迷うこともないしね。
We head for the entrance. A long hall stretches from the lobby and a large door can be seen on the end. It's amazing. The hall is about 30 meters long. I think to myself that this place really is a castle. And the instant I start to walk,
なんだ、もう帰っちゃうの？せっかく来たのに残念ね。
the voice of the girl who shouldn't be here echoes through the room with a faint laugh. I turn around instantly. Everyone stops. The instant I turn around and see the enemy, I understand that I would be killed if I turned my back on it again. Tosaki's voice is shaking. Across the hall, on the stairs we came down to something that should not be there. It's strangely like the time before. Ilya is standing above us with Berserker standing behind her. Berserker's presence is overwhelming. As I can feel the servant's strength now, I can understand how much of a monster he is. How absurd. He's not at a level Saber can match even in a normal condition. It probably wouldn't even be a fight. That thing is not something that can be beaten in battle. Defeating Berserker means eliminating it without fighting it. In other words, we should have avoided him if we didn't want to die.
こんばんは。あなたの方から来てくれて嬉しいわ、リン。
Ilya's voice is cheerful. That smile is the same as it was 8 days ago. Innocent and merciless emotion that will kill any insect she catches. Was that really 8 in-game days ago? I understand now. We won't be able to get away. I can't stop Ilya no matter what I do. Even if I can't get Ilya's attention, that doesn't mean everyone else can get away.
どうしたの？黙っていちゃつまらないわ。せっかく時間をあげてるんだから、遺言ぐらい残した方がいいと思うな。
She giggles, but we don't have such composure. We will run from the entrance if there's an opening. Even though we know there will be no such chance, we can only wait for it.
じゃあ、一つ聞いてあげる。
But still, Tosaka takes a step toward Ilya.
イリアスフィール、あんたが戻ってきた気配はなかったけど、もしかしてずっと隠れてたのかしら？そうよ。私はどこにも行っていないわ。私はね、ここからあなたたちの道化ぶりを眺めていただけ。そう。外に出て行ったのは偽物ってわけ。ええ、あなたたちが来ることは分かってたもの。私は主人なんだから、お客様のおもてなしをしないといけないでしょ。
The giant figure suddenly disappears. I don't know if it jumped or just moved there. Berserker appears in the middle of the lobby with a whirlwind. We're done for now. If we retreat, we'll be slashed in half the instant we turn our backs. We'll all be killed if we stay like this. The only path left is for us to challenge that massive death, knowing it'll be pointless.
おしゃべりはおしまい。それじゃあ、始めよっか、バーサーカー。
The girl raises her hand as if performing some kind of ritual, looks down at us, and...
誓うわ。今日は一人も逃がさない。
She declares so with delight and murderous intent. Light shines in Berserker's eyes. The servant that has obeyed Ilya up to now has his mind released and identifies us as his enemies. A gritting sound. Tosaka grits her teeth as if regretting something.
あーちゃん、聞こえる？
She murmurs in a quiet voice without turning around.
少しでいいわ。一人であいつの足止めをして。
She orders her servant to die. Archer does not answer.
バカな。正気ですか、リン。アーチャー一人ではバーサーカーにはかなわない。
私たちはその隙に逃げる。あーちゃんには私たちが逃げ切るまで時間を稼いでもらうわ。
Ignoring Saber, Tosaka continues her instructions. Her voice is cold, killing her emotions. Archer, who has been silent as if pondering something, quietly nods and...
賢明だ。リンたちが先に逃げてくれれば、私も逃げられる。単独行動は旧兵の得意分野だからな。
takes a step forward as if to protect Tosaka. Berserker does not move. Only Ilya's laughter can be heard from above.
びっくり。そんな誰とも知らないサーバントで私のヘラクレスを止めるって言うんだ。なんだ、案外可愛いとこあるのね、リン。
And the Tosaka no Archer has the composure for a rebuttal. Tosaka and Archer know the fact better than anyone. Archer steps forward. He is empty-handed as usual. Tosaka is watching Archer's back. She must not have anything to say to him. Tosaka should know her command is unreasonable, because she told her servant to die so that we can escape. Tosaka starts to say something, but...
ところでリン、一つ確認していいかな。
Archer interrupts her words in a cool voice unsuited to the situation. Tosaka looks at Archer with a downcast look, still looking at Berserker.
時間を稼ぐのはいいが、別にあれを倒してしまっても構わんのだろ。
Archer says something unexpected.
じゃあ、あんた。遠慮はいらないわ。ガツンと痛い目に合わせてやって、あっちゃ。
そうか。ならば、期待に応えるとしよう。
Archer moves forward. There are only 10 meters between him and Berserker. That thing should be able to close the distance in an instant.
バカにして。いいわ。やりなさい、バーサーカー。そんな生意気なやつ、バラバラにして構わないんだから。
Honestly, when I heard the first note of the song, I was really hoping it was going to be Sign by Susumu Hirasawa, but it wasn't, and I was gravely disappointed. Ilias speaks in a hysterical voice. Tosaka turns her back, not paying attention.
行くわ。外に出れば、それで私たちの勝ちになる。
Tosaka starts to run, taking both Saber and my hand. Did I say hand? Or hands? Saber follows Tosaka without objection. I start to run to the entrance, leaving Archer behind. But from behind me, he stops me, still with his back to me. I turn around, letting go of Tosaka's hand. In the lobby, now far away, is the back of the man facing Berserker. Berserker charges. Archer stares at his enemy without backing off, still empty-handed. Archer raises his hand. I don't know when he got it, but in his left hand is that short sword. The red back sinks. Berserker's attack rages. I start to run without seeing the clash of the two. Tosaka and Saber are already at the entrance. I run without turning around. The red back tells me to just go. We go down the long hallway and pass through the gate. Unbelievable. The place really is a castle. An old castle hidden deep within the forest. The whole place is surrounded by trees as far as the eye can see, and neither building nor sky can be seen in the distance. 3 hours, huh? I honestly don't know if my body will last that long. The pain gets worse the more I move. The heat should go away if I rest, but we don't have time for that right now. Tosaka sounds pressed as well. Tosaka's the only one who gave Archer that order. Or she's the one who gave Archer that order. She looks calm, but her mind is filled with regret.
分かってる。すぐに追いつく。セイバー、急ごう。
はい。急ぎましょう、シロ。
Answering and nodding, Saber starts to run as well. Making my way through the trees, I follow Tosaka. Saber is visibly breathing hard. I can't see in the darkness, but she must be in pain. I can't leave her alone any longer. Saber loses her balance. I grab her forcefully from the right side, beside her as she falls to the ground.
ここまでだ。これ以上は無理だぞ、セイバー。
何を言うのです、シロ。この程度の苦境、今まで何度も経験してきました。私はまだ十分に走れます。
何言ってんだ。何度経験していようが、苦しいものは苦しいだろう。いいから、少しは弱音を吐けってんだ。
I pull out the arm I'm holding. It must be because Saber's light. I'm able to hold her up in my arms rather easily.
何をするのです、シロ。
何って、しばらく休んでろ。そんな顔で走られてちゃ、こっちが先に参っちまう。
ブレーナ、話しなさい。この程度で私が倒れるとでも思っているのですか。
Saber struggles in my arms, but her opposition is too weak. The arms that try to push me away are too small and too weak. That makes me painful to realize how weak she's become. I never thought Saber would be unable to push away someone picking her up.
何を考えているのですか、シロ。このようなこと、いくらマスターといえど許しません。
Saber is struggling with a bright red face. Well, certainly. The position she is in right now must be embarrassing for a knight, but now isn't the time to worry about appearances.
嘘つけ。俺を振りほどけないぐらい弱ってるくせに大丈夫なわけがないだろう。いいからおとなしくしてろ。マスターとしての命令だ。それでも聞かないって言うならレージを使うしかなくなるぞ。
卑怯な。こんなことでレージを使うなど、そんな無意を容認できるはずがない。
ならおとなしくしてろ。急がないと遠坂に置いていかれる。
Saber reluctantly falls silent, and she must have accepted it. That's fine for now. If she doesn't struggle, I'll be able to run while carrying her. My vision flashes on and off. Oh, goddammit. Does my blood accelerate the more I run? Fearing the nausea in my throat, I run through the forest while gritting my teeth. I breathe wildly, but I hide my pain as well as I can. There's only one reason to do so.
シロ、下ろしてください。やはり私も走りますから。
Because if I even look a bit pained, she looks up at me uneasily. I can't stop here.
甘く見るな。セイバー一人どうってことないぞ。壊れたストーブに比べれば女の子一人分なんて空気みたいなもんだ。
ですが、
いいから黙っててくれ。ギブアンドテイクって言葉知ってるか。今まで助けてもらったんだからこれぐらいしないと釣り合わないんだよ。心で借りを返しておかないと明日から守ってもらえないだろ。
いえ、そんなことはないのですが、私の方こそこれでは釣り合いが取れなくなる。
そりゃよかった。じゃきついのは今回限りだな。がぜんやる気が湧いてきた。
I let out a huge breath and kicked the ground. Tosaka is choosing to go through narrow openings even though she knows I'm carrying Saber. It's fine because Saber's light, but following her takes all my effort.
ほら、喋ると舌を噛むぞ。黙っていてくれた方が俺も助かるんだから、おとなしくしていてくれ。
はい。それではマスターの指示に従います。
Saying so, Saber relaxes in my arms. It was hard to carry her before since she was unwilling, but it'll be a bit easier now. The problem now is whether Saber's body and my body will make it. How long have we been running? It feels like 30 minutes and it feels like an hour. No, running isn't that bad. I haven't been training for nothing, and saber is really light. But now... Inside, my body is messed up. I get dizzier the more I move, and I feel like throwing up. We're in a forest, so I would understand if I was bitten by a poisonous snake or something. This isn't pain that'll kill me. It's just that my chest feels heavy and I feel like throwing up. This is nothing compared to the warmth in my arms right now. Saber is closing her eyes as if asleep. She's not resting because she's relaxed. Her body is getting hotter by the minute. Even though it's winter, her body is sweating and she's hanging her head to try to hide her ragged breathing. A repeat of that night. Saber collapsed from using all her energy after using that sword on Ryder. Saber hasn't healed a bit since that night. Is her ability to talk just a brief spark before disappearing? I run, trying to deny that. I don't care about my body. I just make myself believe that something will be possible. Oh god. If I get home and keep running. I almost fall and stop myself from collapsing by leaning against a tree. I can taste blood. So this is the cause of my nausea. I didn't spill it on Saber since it was only a bit, but I still feel the cause of nausea in my chest. Saber would be mad at me for a different reason if I threw up the contents of my stomach. Actually, I bet Saber would seriously try to cut me in half if I did that. Yeah, that's funny. Haha, funny joke. Imagining a funny thing gives me some strength. Alright, I'm done resting.
いいえ、無茶をするのはここで終わりです、シロ。
Saber.
She wasn't asleep? Saber speaks in my arms.
なんだよ。終わりって何が？
ですから、シロは一人で逃げるべきです。その体では私を連れて行くことはできません。
そんなことあるか。今のはただ転んだだけだ。こんなの別にどうってこと。
あるわよ。そんな死人みたいな顔で何言ってるんだか。
Hey. Tosaka, who was late in the way, is back here now for some reason.
強がるのは勝手だけどね。いくら夜の森だからって口元の血ぐらい隠しなさい。それじゃあセイバーに心配されるのも当然よ。
Tosaka glares at me. Saber must have noticed that voice.
よかった。リンがいるのなら話が早い。
Saber says so without looking at Tosaka.
でしょうね。セイバーの言いたいことはわかるわ。時間もないことだし、そこの大バカにもわかるようにさっさと言ってやって。
Saber nods.
はい。リン、私をここに置いていってほしい。私を連れていては逃げきれないし、何よりもう長くは持ちません。
I can't yell at her for saying such a ridiculous thing. I have no intention of leaving Saber. But still, I know well enough that Saber's condition is worsening. Saber won't last long. I vaguely knew that she wouldn't be able to make it until morning like this.
そう。で、シロはこのままセイバーと心中する？
まさかそんな気はないし、セイバーは消えさせない。セイバーが消えるって言うんだ。レイジでも何でも使って。
You know, you're threatening to use your command spells a lot.
オーケー、それならいいわ。じゃあ両方とも解決しましょう。セイバーを助けて、ついでに3人でこの森から脱出する。今後の方針はそれで決まりね。
は？
My brain turns into tofu. Tosaka says the most difficult things so easily at times.
ちょっと待って。そりゃ確かにそうしたいけど、それができないから。
いいからこっちに来て。言っとくけど、私も簡単にセイバーを死なせる気はないわ。ええ、この機会は逃さない。あなたにはその責務を果たしてもらう。シローもいいって言ったし、そうしても構わないわよね、セイバー。
Tosaka looks at Saber with a meaningful expression. Saber does not answer, but merely looks downward awkwardly. Once we pass between the exceptionally tall trees, an unexpected sight appears before me. Holding Saber, I look at the building with blank amazement. I don't know why, but this building in the woods is now a desolate ruin.
ここならしばらく身を隠せるでしょ。来るときにね、アーチャーが見つけておいたのよ。万が一の時の隠れ家にしようって。
Yawning. I don't know what kind of nerve she has, but Tosaka enters the ruin. Well, I guess it won't crumble away any more than it already has. I head toward the entrance, stepping over the rubble. How long has it been since it was abandoned? The building seems like a corpse, desecrated by the forest. The entire ground floor is overtaken by trees. The only usable rooms are on the second floor, but this is the best of those. Miraculously, the windows are still intact. I don't know how, but I can see the night sky from here.
割合綺麗じゃない。もしかしたら最近まで誰かが寝泊まりしてたのかもね。
Really? What kind of nerves does she have? Stepping over the rubble, Tosaka's dusting off the bed by the window.
シロこっち。セーバーを寝かせないとまずいでしょ。人に抱かれているのって結構体力使うのよ。
ああ、今行く。
I lay Saber down on the old bed.
どう？苦しいセーバー。まだ体を動かすのには問題ない？
ええ。シローがここまで運んでくれましたから。まだ体を保っていられるようです。
そう。ならあとはこっちの問題だけか。あれから1時間。イリアスフィールが追ってくるにしてももう少し時間はかかるわ。探すのに手間取れば朝方ぐらいまでは隠れていられる。
Her mumbling reminds me. We were able to make it to this ruin, but what happened to Berserker and Archer? He remained at the castle to keep Berserker there. It's already been more than an hour. So Archer should have already retreated as well.
Tosaka, あいつは
Tosaka doesn't answer. She just places her hand on her chest as if holding something dear. That tells me of Archer's fate. Tosaka command spells on her right hand. The master and the servant are connected. As Saber sense my danger, if the master can sense the life and the death of their servant.
あいつは
まあね。足止めだけでいいって言ったのにさ。あいつ最後までキザだったな。
Tosaka murmurs as if laughing off a bad rumor. Silence follows. The silence that seems to last forever is...
けど、無駄になんかしない。アーチャーを失った以上、バーサーカーはここで倒す。
Aborted by the sound of Tosaka punching her left hand with her right.
悔やむのはここまでよ。悩んでいる暇があったら行動するのが私の心情。ここまで来たら、あなたにも覚悟を決めてもらうからね。
覚悟って何のだよ。
決まってるじゃない。イリアスフィール、バーサーカーを倒す覚悟よ。セーバーを連れてたらこの森からは出られないし、彼女を自然に回復させるにしたって時間がかかる。どのみちイリアに追いつかれるわ。わかる？私たち3人揃って森を出るにはバーサーカーを倒すしかない。それができなければ私たちもアーチャーの後を追うだけよ。
バーサーカーを倒すだって。
That monster? Beat that whirlwind of death that nullifies every attack and destroy all that it touches in a single blow? I can't even imagine that. Anything that fights him will die. Tosaka must know that as well. Is she saying we beat him in spite of that? What am I saying? Tosaka isn't saying we can beat it. She has no such false hopes. That's right. I'm not going to beat him to win. I should have realized that immediately.
倒すしかないんだな。
It's just that. If we don't want to die here, we have to beat that monster.
そういうことよ。けどそれほど絶望的な状況ってわけでもないわ。いくらバーサーカーだってアーチャーと戦った後なら何らかの傷を負っているはずよ。私だってとっておきの宝石を全部持ってきてるし、セイバーさえ回復すれば打開策の一つや二つは作り出せるわ。逆に言えばね、バーサーカーが傷を負っている今こそイリアスフィールを倒せる最大の機会だと思わない？
That may be true.
けど肝心のセイバーを回復させる方法があるのか。こんな場所じゃ満足な治療もできないんじゃ。
ううん、セイバーの治療に場所は関係ないわ。セイバーは単に魔力切れで弱っているだけだもの。一定量の魔力さえ補充してあげれば、あとは以前通りの能力を発揮してくれる。
Okay, guys. The voice acting has officially stopped. Now, why? Well, and the reason why is that, in the original 2004 version of Psn Id, the H scenes, well, the whole game was never voiced, and when they revoiced the game, they did not voice in the H scenes since they were removed and replaced. So now we're getting into this. Now, how I'm going to handle this is I'm going to have a censored version on YouTube, but I discovered an alternative way that if you want to see it in its full and such a glory, I made a Pornhub account. Yes, I know, it sounds weird that I barely made one, but I just did, and I'll be uploading the uncensored, just this part, over on that. So, I don't know if I can put the link, but since it's technically more social media, I think it's fine. So, okay. Hey now, Tosaka, have you forgotten? The problem is, I can't do that kind of magical energy replenishment.
方法はあるわよ。その昨日ってもう一昨日に説明したでしょ。
Wait, why does she have a voice? Which she would, I don't know. Oh no, they're using some of the stuff from the alternate scenes.
サーバントに魔力を分け与える方法は共有の魔術とそれ以外にわずかな方法しかないって。
Oh, I recall the conversation yesterday. She certainly did say. Certainly?
まあ、召喚時にセーバーとパスが通っているはずだから、まだ方法があるかもしれないけど。
Something like that.
思い出した。パスは通ってるから魔術以外の方法があるとかなんとか。
Okay, I don't know how I should do her voice. Hold on one sec. Yes, you and Saber have not only a spiritual connection path, but also a physical path. So there's no need to use difficult magic to give her magical energy. All you need to do is give her energy. But I don't know of any way to do that. Hold on. You say that the master gives energy, but how do I do that? Tosaka looks at me in surprise. She stares at me for a while, and then tells me it's simple. Sleep with her. Saber's a girl, fortunately, so it should be easy, right? You know, if Saber was a guy, we'd be doing some gay things. And honestly, that wouldn't matter. If anything, I'd have more fun voicing it. She says lightly. What? Sleep with her? That means yeah, you know what it means. Because since Saber's a girl, it should be easy. Oh god. What? I'm sorry. Hold on, why are we going this way all of a sudden? What are you so surprised about? Unison from sex is standard procedure. The semen of a Magus is a cluster of magical energy. Don't you know that poor Magi sell their semen to the association? I don't know that. Tantrimism is heresy, and the life limit is just superstition. I won't fall for such casualty. I have no idea what any of those words are, know how to fucking say them except heresy and superstition, and didn't, and okay, you get the point. Hey now, Tantrism is a genuine secret rite, and the Bifilament is a standard contractor. I don't know what you're panicking about, but you said you were well prepared earlier. This is the only way we can survive, so don't give us too much trouble. But that's... It's not something that can be solved that easily. Jeez, we don't have time to be arguing. Archer was defeated, so Illyasviel will be here soon. We need to heal Saber if we're going to survive. You know we need all three of us to match Berserker, right? So there's only one thing to do. I won't let Archer die in vain. I will make sure we make use of the chance he gave us in place of his life. So I'm going to use everything I can to survive. Tosaka yells at me, but the more she says, the more confused I get. I imagine really making love to her, and my head grows even more blank. You hear that? That's me running out of water. I'm gonna go get more. Damn. My face is so hot that I know I'm blushing red. But I can't help it. It troubles me if she suddenly says such a thing and Saber is breathing wildly in the bed before me. I feel like I've wandered into another dimension and my head is mixed up. Oh, Tosaka, that plan won't work. Putting myself aside, Saber will definitely refuse. Saber will never give her body just to replenish magical energy. Really? Then why don't you ask her? Tosaka's attitude doesn't change. What? I look over at the bed. Still breathing heavily, Saber is looking at us, without objecting to Tosaka. Saber? No, I would not mind, Shiro. And Saber says so in a shy voice. That's a terrible betrayal. Why does she have to say that in this situation and take away my reasoning? If you're asking me if I want to make love with her, or to her, not with her, of course I want to. Saber is a girl, she's beautiful beyond belief, and I didn't see her in that way. And if I didn't see her that way, I wouldn't have kept it on escaping from my room into the shed. That's why I think it's bad. I can still feel her in my hands. Her warm body, her sweating skin, and her light weight. All of it was in my hands until a moment ago. If I remember that, I'm sure I'll go after her body, not because I want to save her, but because I want her. Shiro, whoa, you gotta calm down. I know we're getting into it, but calm your primal urges. You gotta have order. What? You're so indecisive. Don't you want to have sex with her? Oh, are you impotent? That's not true. It's not that I feel bad for Saber. This is no time to do such things. My head is blank and this is, my first time. Hey, at least you say that, well, I mean, yeah, I would say that he likes her. Not just in like a, I want to fuck you kind of way, but you know what I mean, right? I'm in such a panic that I don't even notice myself grumbling out loud. Oh, then you're already fine mentally. Well, I know how you feel, but just accept it for now. Tosaka steps closer to me. I prepare myself, but the enemy makes an unexpected move. I'm sorry, but we don't have to. We don't have time to get. Fuck! I'm sorry, but we don't have time to slowly get you to the moon. Shiro, hold still. Tosaka reaches out. It happens in an instant. Tosaka grabs my face, forces me to look at her, and humbly kisses me. I can't breathe. My confusion reaches its peak, and I can't think at all. But it makes me realize that this sensation is unfair. Tosaka's lips are so soft. I think it's special to feel someone else's skin on my lips. But what I'm feeling now isn't skin, but flesh and flesh. Why did I say feeding? Oh my god, I'm taking this in weird places. Her lips are soft, and even though I can taste them, they're just sweet. Tosaka might not be used to to it either, as our lips are just pressed together. I clearly feel Tosaka's body temperature. Her breath is hot. Is it her saliva? Our wet lips exchange small amounts of water. No, no, Shiro. It's not saliva. Our touching noises are tickling, and all I can do is bear it. I guess that is what they mean when they say all men are animals. My head is still blank, but I already can't put my brakes on. Brakes on? breaks on. I made a really bad joke. Give me the bleach. Our lips part. Leaving me dumbfounded, Tosaka goes over to the bed. Have you calmed down? It's contradictory. Tosaka's read herself, but she still speaks like that. Tosaka, you... Sorry, it was me. That's ridiculous. What do you mean it was me? Why does she have to apologize? If someone needs to apologize, it's definitely... Oh, first... Okay. Never mind. I got it. Anyway... Oh. Wait, who's talking right now? I'm confused. Anyways, I have no intention of backing out now. You can just... Wait. Oh, no, this is him. I think... Wait. Okay. You... Okay, it is her. Anyways, I have no intention of backing out now. You can just watch from over there. I don't think you can do it in your situation, so I'll help you out. So you and Saber will feel more in the mood. Tosaka props herself up on her hands and climbs over Saber. What? Rin, what are you doing? Saber sounds confused. Oh no, that was Saber! What? Rin, what are you doing? Saber said, what are you doing? Oh, fuck me, this is why I'm not a voice actor. I'm helping. It seems you two aren't used to it, so I'm going to help you both. She smiles. She must have forcefully turned on her own switch with that kiss. Tosaka starts to run her fingers over Saber in a feverish motion. But Tosaka, I'm gonna assume that's Saber. She doesn't even pause. As soon as Tosaka lies on the bed, she touches Saber, unable to move from fever with her fingers. Rin, hold on, Just let me handle this. It'll be hard for you to do it by yourself. It's alright. You won't be able to think about anything soon. Tosaka's fingers reach Saber's chest. Here, you have to get comfortable first. It'll just be stiff if you keep these on. Is her breathing from her hesitation? Saber looks up at Tosaka with a feverish face, and Tosaka starts to turn red and breathes wildly as if Saber's fever has been transmitted to her. Tosaka, I want to say, but my throat will not move. Is it because of Saber's breathing? Tosaka's finger movements themselves are seductive. She unties the blue ribbon and starts to undo the shirt one button at a time. A flexible and refined movement, without hesitation. Her fingers sequentially remove the armor from the knight. Wait, she was wearing armor? And has a dubiousness of a ritual to expose the girl within. Rin, no more. We can continue without taking any more off. No, it's necessary. We're going to do that sort of thing. We have to warm up your body through direct contact. Still breathing hard, Tosaka whispers into Saber's ear. Saber grabs onto Tosaka as if to stop her, but she's under Tosaka's control, so she cannot fight against her. As soon as the last button is unfastened, I desperately look away from the image before me. Saber's skin. The figure that I have tried so hard not to notice before is bared before me. Motherfucker, you have noticed her before. You walked in on her when she was gonna go take a bath. I know it wasn't intentional. Wait, is intentional? No, intentional is... No, I think it's right. Fuck it, I can't English, you know what I mean. I close my eyes. I keep them shut with all my will as they want to open by themselves. Of course they do. I'll go crazy if I open them. Everything I built up with Saber will crumble. I mean... Will it though? Because if anything, you're getting closer to her. I mean, I know it's to be like, okay, we're helping you. We're going to make it so you don't disappear. But if anything, it'd be more of like a getting closer thing. Because sex is usually interpreted as intimate unless it's porn. Porn is... We're not going to talk about that. Which is pretty much what this is right now, but... I grit my teeth and endure my unknown urges in fear of that. No, Shiro. Wait, who's talking? We're going to start. Okay. No, Shiro, you have to look. We're going to start once Saber's ready. So you have to feel, like I do. Like it too. Okay, never mind. I thought I said like I do. Okay. Feel like it? Just open your eyes. We're accomplices. We're going to love Saber and have Saber save us in return. Or are you just going to sit there and watch? I mean, it wouldn't be a bad show. I can't even take myself seriously. Tosaka's point is crazy. It's crazy, but I'm contradicting myself if I keep my eyes closed. I have to make love to her to save her. If I want Saber not to disappear no matter what, I have to accept this proposal. And I've already accepted it. Even though I have my eyes closed, I want Saber to stay, as proven by my choice of not running away. So, I can't just close my eyes and do nothing. Is that okay? I won't be able to hold back if I open my eyes. Did you hear that, Saber? She was turned on just by looking at you. She laughs. I did too. Tosaka looks at Saber and my red faces, and laughs. Yeah, but control yourself for a bit. You have to stay there until Saber is ready, until I tell you. Stay there and watch Saber. Tosaka says so in a more passionate voice than Saber. Oh, fuck. Saber's fault. I release a small breath. I have to forget about everything when I open my eyes. About Saber. About Tosaka. I have to forget about the trust between us and my life with Saber, and make love to her to save her. I breathe deeply and clench my fist tight. I gather all the power in my abdomen and calm my mind so I won't be protruded by anything. But perturbed? I don't know. And then all my protective walls are torn down in an instant. Two colors entangled in each other. A small body lying on top of a beautiful white girl like a sculpture. Saber's lips are small. Just the touching of the lips. Tosaka's lips fall as if tasting her. How is it, Saber? It's almost gone, but can you taste Shiro? She's trying to say that that's an indirect kiss? Tosaka says something that can kill me from embarrassment. So this is Shiro's fluid. And Saber drinks it with a heated voice. Rin, I cannot tell. Please give me more. Saber pulls on Tosaka. Tosaka doesn't oppose it, and this time they kiss each other deeply. Shiro is sweet. Oh, this is some corny fucking writing. You're just as sweet as him, too. The red colors intertwine. As they lick each other's tongues, the shining flesh joins. No, that's wrong. Saber is just being dominated by Tosaka. I'm trying to make memes right now. Well, I'm not making memes. I'm trying to insert memes right now in a situation where they should not be inserted. This is supposed to be a serious situation that no one should take it lightly, and we should not make jokes about it because it is not funny. Just kidding, it is very funny. Especially with my voice acting, I'm going to make it fucking horrible. She wants her tongue out. Well, she has her tongue out and answering Tosaka because Tosaka wants it. Saber is trembling and looking in confusion at Tosaka. Saber. Stronger. Their hot breaths overlap. Tosaka gently feels Saber as if handling something precious. From her gently slopping chest to her navel, drawing a beautiful line of ridges. Rin, your hand is on my body. Oh no, fucking shit, Her hand goes down even further, reaches the place tightly closed off. Saber shakes a bit. Tosaka looks down at it happily. Shiro? Well, let's start, Saber. She doesn't stop and sinks her fingers in between Saber's thighs. No, Rin, not there. Why? What's there? I won't listen unless you tell me clearly. Say it clearly. Oh, no. Say it clearly. Loud enough so that Shiro can hear it too. This is legitimate hentai writing. Like, I've watched a lot of hentai in my life, and I have heard lines like this so many fucking times. It is literally just like the most cliche thing you can write. Saber's opposition softens. Tosaka pushes down Saber's body with heated breaths. But then, I won't stop now even if you do say it. Oh, that's just Rin. But then, I won't stop now if you do say it. Rin. She sucks on Saber's lips. Come on, cry out more. That's not enough. So Shiro and I will want to treat you wilder. Tosaka's pretty kinky. Your finger is... Tosaka's body covers Saber's small body. The two heavy breathing echoes through the ruin. The white flower is being violated by the red flower. No, Rin, it hurts. Please get away for a while. Saber breathes in as her lips are released. Tosaka looks down at the golden-haired girl below her and takes a deep breath. I'm surprised. I didn't think you swung this way. Wait, who's talking? I'm legit confused. Then she takes a finger resting on top of Saber's crotch and sinks it inside. Was it a soft touch? Saber just raises her shoulders once and does not appear agitated by Tosaka's fingers. A wet sound can be heard between her heated Oh, that's... I don't know why I'm taking it this way, but it's slightly disturbing. Oh. Sticky and slimy sounds. Drops of passionate juice that seems to symbolize the improper actions of two women. It is indeed dripping from Saber's legs. You are gentle, Rin. Saber sounds impatient. She looks up at Tosaka as if saying that she is unhappy with her gentle, no, her overly soft touch. But such consideration is unnecessary. Without your help, Are you saying you're alright? Wait. I am honestly confused who's talking, so was that Saber? I don't know. Okay. Are you saying you're alright? No, you're not wet enough yet. It'll probably hurt if you take Shira like this, Saber. Her caress echoes through the room. Tosaka is loving Saber's slit as if she's masturbating. It's so warm and it's so cute, so I'll take care of it more. Tosaka sucks in Saber's lips. Their tongues play around, making noise. It is fine, Rin. It is fine, Rin. I am used to pain, so, Saber confesses that she's scared to go wild in front of us. But... Really? But Saber, if you do it like this, she won't be in pain as well. We have to get it wet so that even your butt is wet. With an evil smile, Tosaka replies. What? Oh, fuck. What? My butt? Oh, it's okay if you don't want to, because it'll only be a problem for Shiro. For Shiro, she's playing the fucking... What's the card? I don't know the card, but it's a card. Probably. Most likely. Of course, yours is so tight even on my finger. If you do it like that, Shiro will certainly hate you. He'll just say it was just painful and it didn't feel good at all. Saber blushes not from the caress, but from the embarrassment. Tosaka smiles and looks at her maliciously. So what will you do? I'll stop if that's enough. It won't feel good at all, but I'll let Shiro take over. Come on. Oh, come on, you don't like being touched in your vagina? So what do you want done now? Not just her face, but Saber's body heats up as well. Schlick. An obscene sound comes from Tosaka stirring inside the wet walls. I don't have a vagina to mimic that exact noise then, but if I did, No, this is... Oh, Matthew. Matthew, stop. Then. Please. I can't hear you. Say it more clearly, Saber. I won't listen unless you request it yourself. I will leave it to you, Rin. Please move your fingers faster. I don't know why I'm saying like Rin and Rin. I'm changing the pronunciation. It doesn't really matter probably because there are some weeaboos that are like, you just say it wrong. I don't know why I'm ranting right now. Is it because I'm uncomfortable to read this? No, I'm not. Why am I ranting? I don't fucking know. Maybe because I feel like that I am not good enough as a commentator or just I'm not good enough as a voice actor to bring you entertainment, so I'm trying to do things that aren't even entertaining, so I am sorry. Saber pleads to Tosaka with a bright red face. Perhaps that makes Tosaka go crazy. Rin, Tosaka pushes Saber onto the bed and climbs on top of her even more roughly. Holy fuck, she's already put 3 fingers in! Saber's body jumps, trying to keep her down. No. To have her jump even wilder, Tosaka inserts a finger deeper into Saber. That's not 1 finger. What? So deep. Rin. Yeah, of course. You said I can do as I wanted. She must not even hear Saber. Tosaka cups Saber's breast as if she's possessed, squeezes her soft chest and rolls her tongue over the tip as if tasting it. Yeah. What are you doing, Rin? Saber, you're so cute. Why am I trying to turn Saber into Rin? I don't know. An obscene and cute sound. Yeah. Still breathing hard, Tosaka licks the pink bud. The dank bud. No, please do not squeeze my breast so hard. She struggles to get up and her toes curl in protest. I can see that. Has getting touched in a place that has never been touched made her sensations go past the limit? Saber struggles frantically with her hot and head and weakened body. Yeah. Her voice and red face have lost the captivation they had earlier. See, don't lie, Saber. You're getting hotter. You feel good even though I'm fondling your breast, fondling your indecent parts, and teasing you, right? No, I am not. Sweat starts to form on Saber's white body. No. The wild pose seems to be driven by something other than fever, and it obscenely increases with time. Ah. Aha! You are really starting to get wet, Saber. You like being teased like this? I mean, you are... I know I'm making her really, like... I know she probably should be a little louder, but I'm not going to do that. I honestly prefer it if she's more shy, like, whatever. Your nipples are hardening. Your body is so hot. My throat is so dry it hurts. Saber being teased by the red flower is so different from usual, and so lovely that I want to take her right now. I mean, any more will be... That tear-stained face. Her cute throat anguishing, embarrassed by surges of pleasure as her breasts are teased and her wet slit is fondled. That's her slit. God damn it. I want to snatch her away right now. I want to feel Saber in Tosaka's place and make her moan like that. Yeah, but you are Okay, to be completely realistic, Tosaka has had more experience with the vagina than you have, so if anything, you would not, with your fingers at least, be able to make her feel as good as Tosaka is right now. Just saying. Yeah. Saber's reactions start to change. The small wet splashes sound much more sticky now. Looking down, Tosaka's finger, going into Saber's slit and stirring it, is wet down to her wrist. It's getting wet. But you don't seem to be the sensitive type. No. Please do not go any deeper. I know. It's Shiro's role from now on, and your pussy's so tight. Wow, my fingers are so wet. See? Can you tell, Saber? Your pussy is like it's freshly boiled. It looks so perverted. Adding to the existing finger, she sips more into Saber's hole. Well, she already has streamed that, so... A sticky sound. Just like it keeps fondling Saber, making wet sounds. No. Please stop. Every time she raises her body and swallows the words coming up to her throat. Her limit is close. Like this, she should be able to receive me in a matter of seconds. They do not even need to ask if I am ready as well. My thing is already erect and full of blood, waiting shamelessly. It is not your thing, Shiro, it is your penis. And if we want to use the improper term, it is your dick, your cock, your shaft, your chicken. Yes, chicken does apply to me, because choking the chicken is a term for masturbation, therefore I would like to say that chicken is another word for penis, except it's probably not even used at all. My pants are tight. My dick is almost about to explode, even though I'm not doing anything, and it feels like I'll come even if I even touch it. Saber's voice. Tosaka persistently fondles Saber's pussy, and Saber is too captivated by her fingers to protest. There's no freedom for the white flower. Tosaka has completely enclosed Saber in her hands. You feel odd. Then I guess this will do. Your pussy is wanting Shiro too. So... Tosaka plunges her finger deeper for the last time and numbs her. Then... Tosaka holds up Saber as if showing off her hot white body. Are you ready as well, Shiro? Tosaka is totally in tune with Saber. Saber looks at me feebly, not knowing what to do with her heated body. And Tosaka fondles Saber's body with her eyes that show both affection and sadism. The two defensively open their bodies and watch me as I stand there. The whiteness of Saber's body half out of her mind and the redness of Tosaka's cheeks excited from embarrassment and hope. For some reason I really want there to be a choice where you can say yes or no if you want to stick your penis inside her. I'd save and do no first, but there's probably not going to be a choice. The air in here is stench with their smell, and it feels like this place is wet. Here, hurry. Your pants are tight already. Take them off and show us. Saber wants it. And I want to see your erect penis, too. A voice with none of her usual firmness. A sweet and sticky voice. Ew, sticky. My head feels dizzy. My throat dries up instantly. My mouth is dry and my head is cranking up inside. I'm completely defeated. Saber and I are beaten by Tosaka's sweet words, completely knocked out. With the small amount of composure I have left, I open my zipper. It is filled with the blood and covered veins, and looks ugly compared to Saber. The two stop breathing for an instant. Wow. Wow, did you see that, Saber? That's going to go into you now. Are you nervous? Shiro's saying he couldn't wait for you. Shiro is going to... I don't know what they were thinking, but the two of them stare at my cock. This is torture. I'm already embarrassed, but having them see it erect boils my head from embarrassment. Tosaka! I just have to make love to Saber, right? I bluff, frantically stopping myself from running away and take a step towards the bed. Not bread. Yes, you're a man. You won't run away after everything's prepared like this, right? She laughs. Fine, that encourages me. My mind was about to be blown away. My mind that was about to be blown away moves forward as if unwilling to lose. Shiro. Saber looks up at me. No, that's not it. I just can't stand it any longer. I want to touch Saber. I want to feel her white skin and hear her voice by my ear, like Tosaka did. But that's... Is it really alright, Saber? That it's me? Since she's so beautiful, and since I want her so much, I didn't want it to happen like this. Yes, please, Shiro. Saber says so with a trace of tears in her eyes. I suppress my raging instincts with what little reason I have left. At least, properly. I'll finish this without being too much of a burden to her. Alright, please bear this, Saber. I place my hands on her shoulders. Hot. I burn instantly. Not physically, but mentally. Saber's body is so soft and hot. I can't stay sane. I bet I'll go crazy if I feel her skin and hear her breathe. Shiro, I am fine, so please just... She looks up at me uneasily. I'm infected. Her fever has infected me. My head feels dizzy. My limbs feel numb and I almost fall onto Saber. I bear the dizziness and support myself over Saber. I'm starting, Saber. I don't have enough composure to worry that this is my first time, or that Tosaka is watching us. I take my uncertain hands, place my erect self onto Saber's slit, and... I'm numbed by how hot it is. Saber's slit, soaked in juice, is damp as if to accept me, and it feels like her soft hole is prepared. There's nothing in my way now. If I insert it slowly, even my erect self should go in. The instant I think that, a shock runs through me. It's hot. I only inserted the tip, but it's so wet and hot inside Saber that I feel like she's wrapped around me like ivy. Shiro, are you coming in? It feels like my penis has turned into a barren nerve. I'm grabbed by this unknown sensation and power vanishes from my waist. I bear it, thinking that this is sexual sensation, the sensation of Saber. I slowly move myself in. I know I'll go crazy if I insert just the tip, because I'm already like this just from touching it. But I don't care. Beyond the fear, I want to be immersed in this warmth. With a sound, I enter Saber. Once I enter, it's easy to go deeper. Saber's relaxing and accepted me into her. Shiro, please, not so hard. I'm not inserting it hard at all. I slowly insert my wrecked self into her. She must be able to feel the wretchedness of my rim. I almost said of my reed. As Saber raises her hips a bit. It's tight. Oh, not it's tight, but is it all in, Shiro? Sorry, not yet. It's not in at all. It's not in at all, and I haven't had enough either. My mind is melting. Inside Saber is hotter than my erect penis. The softness and heaviness of Saber's wall surrounding me gives me so much sensation that it makes me want to bite my lips off. It's only a few centimeters. I only have a few centimeters in Saber, but it feels like I'm being caressed all over my body. So, if I insert this whole thing, how much? Saber is relaxing and frantically trying to control her breathing. No, I can't put it into her forcefully. I have to calm down and try to do it so as not to put too much of a burden on Saber. Nope, the night will be over at this rate. Oh, nope, the night will be over at this rate. I hear Tosaka's voice by my ear. In that instant... Oh god, she's just gonna shove him in. Yup, my waist is pushed violently from behind. What? My mind starts to work again with the sudden event. It's not slow or kind at all. I have violently pushed myself deep into Saber. It wasn't you, it was Reen. Saber's voice is pained. Perhaps because it was by surprise. The insertion went quickly. But on the other hand, Saber's body is contorted with pain and her previous softness is gone. Tosaka, you... I turned my neck to yell at the idiot behind me. But... The thing inside Saber won't allow me to do that. It's tightening around me. Perhaps it's resisting a foreign object within her, but the soft walls are now tightly embracing my penis. Shit. Hold on, Saber, it's tight. I pull my hips back, unable to stand it. But it won't come out. I'm thinking of the weirdest things right now. Okay, I'm pretty much just going to do this really fast. There's a video on YouTube called Mom Spaghetti, and it remixes Eminem's song and a bunch of things in it, and it replaces it with Mom Spaghetti. If you watch that video, you know. Even though it was so smooth going in, it's so tight now that I might rip my dick off if I pull on it too hard. No, stop. Saber. My balls contract. A lava-like impulse surges up from the base of my groin. It hurts. It hurts so much that I wonder why it's so tight. Her thin, still girl-like inner walls surround me, tighten around me, and try not to let go as if opposing the movement. The pain stuffing my meat is like an awkward caress, and it drives me nuts. I tighten my hips and suppress the urge. I want to let it out, but I can't. This is not like vomiting. I can't just let it out because I'm in pain or that it'll feel good if I let it out. Saber, please. I start to tell her to loosen up, and I finally notice the reason why Saber's body stiffened so much. The red blood coming out between her slit and my penis makes me realize. How stupid of me. Saber will not even let out one voice of pain. But I'm worried about the pain I'm in. Saber, I'll pull it out quickly, so relax slowly. I'll stop right away if you're in pain. That's a lie. I want to make love to Saber from the bottom of my heart, and I want to let it out as fast as possible, but I bluff with all my might. No, I'm used to it, so just continue, Shiro. What do you mean you're used to it? Please, I need your magical energy now, Shiro. I stop my hips from pulling out. That's right. If I give her my magical energy, I can stop the pain she's in. I'm letting it out, Saber. Gritting my teeth, I sink in between Saber's leg. But... No, hold on. It's not good if you just let it out. You have to oh, no, hold on. It's not good if you just let it out. You have to share your sensations. Have both of you feel good and become one. Still breathing hard like Saber, Tosaka stops us. What do you mean become one? Saber and I connected enough already. There's nothing else I can do. Idiot! I'm telling you hold it until Saber comes as well. What? Even though it feels good enough already? I'm sorry, Shiro, but Tosaka's gonna be fucking strict about this. That's just you. You have to make Saber feel good too, or you won't be able to induct. So she means I have to please Saber? Of course! That's impossible. I'm already at my limit, and I'll come if I let my guard down. As it's painful for Saber to move just a bit. If she moves, I am fine, Shiro. I can bear this, so please do not worry and continue on. Saber says so, bearing the pain. Anyone who can still back out after hearing that might be crazy. Saber's body comes alive again. Her legs circling me are shaking in pain. It's still tight inside Saber. Her walls feel like clay now. A wall of flesh completely filled. I forcefully push them apart, pull back, and insert again. My mind almost goes white. Just pulling back a few centimeters drives me nuts. Saber's tightening sensation presses the squeeze out on my almost exploding penis. Yeah, Shiro, please move slower. I'm making a lot of noises, you know. I push in and pull out, trying not to lose its sensation. I can't stop. Every move makes me pass out, but I can't stop because it feels so good. And if I loosen Saber up like this, she said, "Amazing, Saber is so." Oh, Saber is so. I can hear Tosaka's voice. I can hear a wet noise from behind me as well. Oh god, she must be excited from seeing Saber. Tosaka is masturbating noisily behind me as if to match Saber's breathing. Oh, that honestly would fucking sound disgusting. Slower, please, Shiro. I cannot feel you too well. It's Tosaka's fault. She's making those sounds behind me, so I can't hold it. I can't hold it any longer. A slow back and forth movement won't do. But Saber is still in pain. It's painful to hold on to what's almost coming out, but Saber's pain seems much deeper. No, it's rubbing inside me. I am going mad. The pain to withstand the pleasure, and the pain to withstand the physical pain. I want to do something about it, and... Saber, I'm moving behind you. I switch our... Oh no, that was Shiro. Okay, I'm moving behind you. I switch our position to make them as comfortable as possible for Saber. Shiro. I lift Saber's body up and hold her in my arms. Hold on, please. Oh wait. Hold on, please. I do not know such a position. Just relax. It'll be easier for you in this position. But this is... I can't listen to Saber's complaints. My heart is ready to burst from even the pluck of a needle. Oh god. Oh, I've been recording too much. My remaining reasoning has to go towards trying to stop Saber feeling pain, and to go as easy as I can. You're coming in again. Stiffening starts to disappear from Saber's voice. Or stiffness. The embarrassment of getting hugged from behind must have overwhelmed her pain. Stiffness starts to leave Saber's body, and my cock starts to move smoothly. Why is... Her reactions start to change. Her wild breathing starts to change into the heated breathing she had while Tosaka was fondling her. And her hard inside starts to regain its original softness. See, I told you this would be easier for you. No, what am I? She's bewildered, showing no trace of her usual firmness. Saber is definitely starting to feel pleasure. She is embarrassed about starting to feel pleasure from being penetrated from behind. You're pretty I cannot read. You're pretty slovenly, Saber. You feel better getting it from behind even though this is your first time? Oh, this is probably mean. Yep. Tosaka's finger goes up Saber's thigh. No, that is a lie. I am not pleased at all. Really? Then I'll help as well. Zero seems to be reaching his limits, and it's so wet here too, Saber. It'll get dirty unless I like it clean. What? Mean, what are you... The bed creaks and shakes. Perhaps she's reacting to Tosaka's tongue. Saber twists her body and tries to get away. Saber, if you move like that... Shiro. I won't be able to hold it. The slow back and forth movement starts to speed up as if to answer Saber as she gets looser. No, please do not lick that. I'm about to explode. I'm about to come from her many walls, tracing my cock, and the woman inside her trace on, motherfucker. Why is my head going blank? It must be the same for Saber. She isn't feeling pain anymore. She only has the same feeling as me and Tosaka, the sense of our heads going blank. That unknown sensation must be scary for her. Saber sheds tears that she didn't even show during insertion and shakes her head in protest. No. Stop, please, Shiro. I don't want... Saber tries to get away, but Tosaka caresses stop her. Saber tries to run away from the pleasure coming from behind her, but she's trapped by Tosaka's tongue. No, Shiro. My body is... I feel like passing out. Or have I already gone mad? Saber's voice feels good. Her slender arms and legs and her inside walls feel so good that I can die in it. It won't stop. No, Shiro, I don't want this. Okay, this is pretty much rape at this point if she doesn't want it. So she should probably stop. But it's all Reen's fault. So why? Why is Saber so scared? Why does she not want this feeling? Why? It feels good, right, Saber? I managed to ask while holding what's about to spew out. She replies, yeah, because it makes me uneasy not being able to see your face. Okay, we're fine. With an answer that just finished me off. Shiro, please hold. I can't hear her. I don't have the composure left to listen to her. Saber's body is going wild. Her hips turn as she tries to get away. I move my hips sideways as to not drown in the motion. Yeah. Shiro, if you do any more, I will go mad. That's not fair. I've already gone mad. I want to be set free. I want to reach orgasm. So I push my hips forward. I don't know who was moaning there. A moment driven only by lust, with nothing of my slow movements from earlier. No, Shiro, I will really go mad. Saber's back arcs, as if hitting it. Saber. I ejaculate the sperm that I've held for so long into her. Okay, for some reason I feel like ejaculate is the weirdest word right now. I mean, I've always seen it as a weird word. My body loses power. My body wants to rest from withstanding ejaculation for so long and from giving Saber my magical energy. As to happen to look in the sky, it's getting brighter. God, no, this is technically the day, okay? I'm gonna end it soon because it's pretty much day, and a day has passed, okay? Dawn is near. The one night dream comes to an end. That's right, I have woken up from my dream. This is no situation to remain in my lingering memory, and anyway, it was just a way to stay alive. So, I have to think of it as a dream. Saber's voice, sensations, everything. I have to think of it as an unfulfillable dream, or we won't be able to live from now on. Oh, is he gonna... Oh, it's gonna carry over... Oh, it's an interlude. As the battle between the two... Oh! They killed and exterminated each other with all their might, and it ended with the annihilation of the Red Knight. The gorgeous hall is completely transformed. The floor is cracked in numerous places. They fucked this place up. Many walls have been knocked down. The stairs have collapsed and smashed marble has scattered in the wind. The space has been completely destroyed, leaving no trace of its former beauty. You could say it has also destroyed time, because the remains of the destruction hide what the place looked like just 2 hours ago. In the middle of the destruction stands a suitable sculpture. In it stands over 2 meters tall, looking like a figure of a man carved out of a large stone. It does not even need to be said. It is Illyasviel's servant, Berserker. The giant does not move. His body is dyed and red and filled with holes. There is no place on that giant's body that is not wounded. First, both his legs are almost melted. Second, there is the mark of a cut on his neck. Third, his arm is barely hanging from his elbow. Fourth, he is slashed from his shoulder to his groin. Fifth, a large amount of blood is gushing out from his chest. Sixth, his internal organs can be seen in his stomach. Berserker does not move. It is only natural. It is a corpse, no matter how you look at it. The battle itself ended much earlier, but Berserker's master has forgotten to act as the result is too surprising and unexpected. She has to pursue her prey, but she's only looking at this scene in astonishment. She murmurs angrily. The battle that took place here was nothing but humiliation for her. Her servant is the most powerful. There should be only 1 or 2 servants able to match Heracles, the most famous of all heroic spirits. But Archer, a heroic spirit of unknown identity, has defeated him. The Red Knight has matched Berserker equally and has succeeded in killing Berserker, something no one has been able to do before. Such actions cannot be forgiven. For her, this is like being stabbed in the heart by a bug on the roadside. The pride of the girl who considered herself the strongest cannot allow her to be cornered by someone who should be stepped on, begging for sympathy. The sculpture does not answer. It might be unable to afford an answer, or perhaps it sees no need for one. Berserker just stands there and devotes himself to healing his wounds. This battle was too strange for him as well. His noble phantasm nullifies any attack. No attack can affect his body unless it's of the highest grade, so he rarely takes wounds. In the Age of Gods, no one can scratch him after he had accomplished his great deeds. But still, 6 times. Archer delivered a fatal blow 6 times. It does not even need to be said that every one of the attacks was by a different method. Sorry, my throat is okay. I can talk for long periods of time, but if I have to alter my voice in any way, shape, or form, it fucking hurts. Even the greatest attacks cannot be effective on Berserker twice. So it's like Mr. Freeze from Arkham City. If one seeks strangeness, now that is the strange part. If Archer is a hero with such varied abilities, his true identity should have been clear. But his true identity still remained unknown even after his body was pulverized. What was really surprising was his way of being contradictory to that of a servant. A dim light glows in Berserker's eyes. If he had been summoned as a normal servant, he would have grieved that this battle deserved better. No matter who he really was, Archer was a rare great enemy. If he had not been mad, he could have smashed sword techniques with Archer to his heart's content and passed a satisfying time. You're just mad that Archer's so badass he killed Berserker 6 times. But his master's voice echoes. With that, the small light of rationality vanishes. He is only a Berserker now. His role is to defeat his opponents and to crush them as his master pleases. He does not even need to answer. Wounds that are not fatal will be fully healed within few minutes. But restoring everything would take 3 days. The giant silently objects. It is his instinct. Berserker has an intuition like Saber when it comes to fighting. The enemies can certainly be mowed away easily, but it will be a different story if Servant Saber has recovered enough to use a noble phantasm. Berserker will not yield to a mere holy sword, but there is a small chance. His instincts tell him that if he is to fight that servant, he should engage her in perfect condition. Since Berserker's insane, I don't think he would rape him. And plus, you are morbid! God damn, Ilya! The girl jumps down from the stairs. Through the rubble, she walks to the exit without a care for the bloody Berserker. In that moment, the girl stops once as if remembering something. Smiling, the girl leaves the castle. The sun should come up soon. The forest is like her yard. No matter where her prey are hiding, it should be no problem for her to find them. As their targets, they only have a few minutes of life remaining. Interlude out. Okay, if the day doesn't switch over, I'm probably just gonna... Okay. So guys, that's all I'm gonna be doing for this episode. It's pretty much the next day, technically. If it's not, then oh well, fuck it. Well, that's all. I'm gonna repeat myself. That's all I have time for in this episode of Let's Play Fate Stay Night, the Fate Route Part 16. I don't know why I had to rehearse the whole title, but so yeah, like I said before, Uncensored will be up in Pornhub. I'll have a link in the description. I don't know if that's technically not allowed on YouTube, taking your porn links, but hey, sorry about that. That was fucking disgusting. It's my content. I should be allowed to do it, and if not, then I'll put it on my Twitter. Actually, can you even do that on Twitter? I'll do something if it's not allowed. Okay. So I'll just see you guys in the next episode.